Hey guys, Scrubkey, and I'm back with a video. Today we're going to be talking about Friday Night Smackdown. This Smackdown was it was okay. It wasn't as much packed into it as usual, but I have a strong feeling that's because they have seen the complaints. They have seen so many people spoil the events of shows that are pre-taped. So I think they just kind of wanted to avoid any spoilers, avoid anything from Saturday night's main event, and then also, more storyline stuff going on because of the people with the big mouths always want to say stuff like, goodness, y'all can't have no respect. It's only 1 week. You gotta shut your mouths. It's only 1 week. Only 1 week. Let them trust y'all so we can get some content. But to open up SmackDown, you had Solo, and Solo, he gonna do something January 6th, but I don't know. Beating Roman ain't one of them things that I think he's going to do. I really hope it's not one of those things he does. I just think it'd be so much more interesting if we change what's been going on and Solo loses. Because if we're gonna be honest, if we're gonna keep it real, Solo, who has had the upper hand this whole time, the only way he hasn't had it was during War Games. That's when he kind of lost upper hand. But even now, it kind of seems like he kind of will still have the upper hand because the men on his bloodline, they just aren't the same men. They aren't the same type of character of men that OG bloodline are. They are the more dangerous ones. They are the ones that they have been avoiding to be a part of this whole storyline because of the fact that they are threats. So I just don't know how things are going to play out, but I'm very interested in what happens on January 6th. And during Solo's whole spiel about what he's going to do and how he's going to be acknowledged, Drew McIntyre decides to come up through. Now, Drew McIntyre, him coming up through is not a surprise to me. I could have seen it coming 100%, but what kind of blows me about him is that he's being a hypocrite. Now, although he's being a hypocrite, I do understand. I can see how his character has, kind of extended an olive branch for a moment when it comes to Solo, because he is the type of character that believes enemy of my enemy is my friend. But at the same time, that makes sense if Solo was not the one who costed you the opportunity to be the WWE champion. Solo's the one who costed you. And if we're going to be real, it wasn't even the order by Roman this time. It wasn't the order by Roman. It was order of the elders. So, you should still have beef with Solo, 100%. You shouldn't even be, cool with standing with him in the ring. I just think Drew a little scary. He a little scary of Jacob. If Jacob and Tama was not in that ring, I think Drew McIntyre would have a whole different, a whole different idea, a whole different feel about what was going on. I also am scared Drew McIntyre may try to cost Roman Ulafala, but I think it's going to backfire. I honestly think it's going to backfire because if we would have put into this feud of Drew McIntyre, you have to give Roman Ulafala back, because Roman Reigns is not going to care about no Drew McIntyre if he don't got the Ulafala. Because he can really get tunnel vision when it comes to that. And I don't need to see that. But Big Jim got his lick back on Drew McIntyre. That was like one of my second favorite part of the nights, was Big Jim getting his revenge. Like, he took that, started whacking him. Like, bro, on that broken toe. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That toe better be wrapped up tight so it can heal properly, because the way he was trying to get over that barricade, it couldn't got me, man. Like, why they got this man hopping on his foot and it's broken? Like, it'd be different if it was fake broken. No, this is real. His real life toe is broke. And they got this man hopping. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. But under that distraction, the 3-on-3 began with Apollo Crews, Andrade, LA Knight, and the Bloodline, which to me was a good match, but it also showed that Apollo Crews needs some more opportunities. He needs some more opportunities because he's gonna do what he knows how to do, and that's show out. Like, that was a pretty good match. I will say this, that the team up between Andrade and LA Knight, out of nowhere, considering they had some beef, but you gotta do what you have to do. You have to band up when you can, and the Bloodline, dare I say it, the Thug Line has been taking over that locker room, doing whatever they want to do, so it makes sense. The interesting thing about this is that Shinsuke Nakamura and the Thug Line low-key got this little thing going on where they kind of cool with each day. I don't know, it's kind of like a you don't mess with me, I don't mess with you type of thing. And it's very interesting considering the fact that Shinsuke had a moment where Roman Reigns showed him some of that Bloodline love, and it was the total opposite of what has been going on with this Thug Line and Shinsuke Nakamura. It's just very interesting, and these are not the groups of men I have saw those two all those men kind of working together. Now, Apollo Crews and Andrade, they could work together. That's fine. I really don't see any beef with those two, honestly. If I'm gonna be honest though, I don't really want to see LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura again. Like, Shinsuke beat LA Knight and then allow Carmelo Hayes to get into that conversation. And allow Carmelo Hayes to take that belt from Shinsuke Nakamura too. That's my agenda. And if not that, have my man Big Jim take it. Give him a singles champ. I'm seeing it in his future, hopefully. And another congratulations to Chelsea Green for being our inaugural U.S. champion. I really am going to say this and say it for the last time. Although I do think Chelsea is deserving of it because of the fact she has worked very hard for this 10 years in the game. But the 3-on-1 was crazy to me. Like, if Piper had, Piper should just had a little tiny bit of involvement. It shouldn't have felt like a 3-on-1. That's just my humble opinion. But it works. I need to see a little, at least 2 defenses from Chelsea, and she can pass it to Michin. I'll be fine with that. Now, Kevin Owens, I'm gonna be honest. Kevin Owens, he does deserve that belt. Because I've never seen in my 20 years of living, I've never seen a ref count outside of the ring. I've never seen that. Like, they've never counted outside of the ring. If they've counted outside of the ring, you know how many people will be champion and then become champion? If they counted outside of the ring, like, Kevin Owens got cheated 100%. And I'm not even... jokes aside, Kevin Owens has been getting the trash end of the stick. So, I am not upset at the fact that he decided to do what he did in that ring. I'm not upset at the fact that he decided to take that belt and, be the champion. I'm not upset about that because Kevin Owens put in the work. Kevin Owens literally had Cody Rhodes. He had Cody Rhodes. Like, if we was doing that count outside of the ring thing, they could have counted outside the ring when Kevin Owens was pinning Cody Rhodes. If we're being honest. And I'm not one of those people that can count one of those, when the ref is gone. I'm not one of those people that gonna count that because there has been a few times Roman would have been caught if they did that. So I'm not one of those people that be like that. But in this situation, Kevin Owens did get cheated. He did. I'm sorry, guys. He did. Now, with the Grayson Waller effect, that show, Anytime Down Under always just kind of grows on me. I just think I like Austin Theory, honestly, but Grayson Waller does his thing. I do have this little thing in my head where I kind of wish The Miz was a part of their situation, but kind of phase out Grayson Waller and it be Miz and Austin Theory. Like, I think that would be a pretty good team up. Like, y'all really think about that. I really sit on that one. Or a trio of those three. Amazing. It would be amazing. I need them to put that in the books or whatever. But Braun Strowman was on the effect. He was on there for a little second, and then Carmelo Hayes came out, and it was Carmelo Hayes. I honestly think that this was a decent way for them to get from back the terrible events that took place where Carmelo got squashed. Our future WWE champion got squashed, but it's fine. Almost all of our guys have gotten that, treatment before. Roman's gotten that treatment before, so it's fine. Whatever. We're not even. It's okay. It's in the past. But Carmelo Hayes ended up outsmarting Braun Strowman in their match, and he won by countout. A win is a win. A win is a win. And Carmelo Hayes is basically doing like a cat and mouse type of thing, because Carmelo kind of got it on him. He kind of has it on him. I ain't gonna front. I just think Carmelo Hayes need to come back stronger, so when it's a chance where Braun is actually fed up, he's able to, counter him effectively and get a pinfall on him, because that's what we want. We want a pinfall. But when they had a moment of Carmelo running from Braun Strowman, why is it that Santos Escobar was willing to be honest and say, hey, I ain't no snitch. I'm not going to tell you where Carmelo Hayes is. And then Angel says something. This is why I do like Legado de Fantasma, because they have so much. They're very interesting. They're a very interesting bunch of people, and they need to be on TV more. And they need to find a way for them to be incorporated in TV more, because I do love those two. Alex Shelley and Johnny Gargano. That was a good match, but I like the fact that they put a singles match with Alex in there, because they want us to know the two men separately, even though we know them as a team. They want WWE Universe to actually know these two personalities instead of them just being a team, and I feel like that's kind of a very good way to go about it, especially because they are vets in the whole world of professional wrestling, but also because there is story there. There's story there, and they can really impact that. And I like the fact that we was able to see them how Alex moves in the ring without his partner. I'm gonna be honest though, where's the Street Profits? Where's the Street Profits? Because they could have easily been in a little part. They could have given us a video, something, because I'm not really interested in this no more. I'm interested in it. It's just the fact that I know the Street Profits are like right here. If the Street Profits were already having an opportunity, or if they already were doing things on their own, that would have been fine. I wouldn't think about them as much. But because they got cheated out of an opportunity, because they are the ones who got beat up on a random, it needs to be a conversation. It needs to be a conversation, because the Street Profits are deserving of that. I am going to be honest, real honesty right here. I think that they have a little bit more going on for them than DIY does. I'm going to be real. I'm sorry. I'm going to be real. Like, you need to I understand it. You want to have a heel tag team since the Bloodline's occupied. And I do think that if the Street Profits were there, they kind of would have took it over the show. I understand that. I just need to know where they are. Just let me know where they are. Let me know how things are going on, and I'm gonna let it go. Now, the main event was the women. The women know how to do it. The women have been running SmackDown. Like, they have been keeping SmackDown afloat. Whenever respect to everybody else, Carmelo and Andrade are also people that have been doing it for the year. But the women be holding it down. When the Bloodline kind of gone, or the Bloodline's already did their part to show, the women are there to keep it steady, and they always do their job. They always go above and beyond, and I respect that so much. The SmackDown women's roster is so stacked, and they do their jobs very well. I love it down. So I really am going to say this. If Naomi took the belt when Bianca offered it at the entrance, I would go with the fact that that Naomi attacked Jade. But because Naomi said throughout it all, I ain't touching that belt. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna take that belt if I didn't earn it. And he'll work. You're gonna take that belt. You're not gonna be a babyface about it. You're not gonna say, I'm doing this for you, Jade. I'm gonna hold this down for you, Jade. You're not gonna do that. Naomi, throughout that whole match, throughout it all, she showed that her loyalty is to Bianca and the sisterhood they all have. So I don't really think Naomi did it. And if she did do it, it'd be terrible. It'd be the easy way out. It 100% would be the easy way out because the obvious, Bianca was in the ring, the closest person was Naomi. That would just be the easy way out of the whole story, and it wouldn't do much for Naomi, period. I don't care what anybody says. And throughout this whole run, we're caring about what happens to Naomi. I'm sorry, we just are. Naomi didn't come back just to play as the one who enhances the matches. She has came back for a reason. She's came back to accomplish certain goals, and I would like to see that happen. I don't want to see her take a back seat because, as we saw last night, Naomi doesn't need to take a back seat on anything because she is a player, a star player of anything she's in. She's going to overdo what she's doing, and she's going to do it well. When she's when she's in the ring with the right people, of course, because there are certain people that is going to slow you down. No shade, but I do love the fact that they were able to tag team finally because, as some of you may know, when Bianca first debuted, they had the idea of tagging her with Naomi, but they had other plans, so it never happened. And it's kind of like a full circle moment because now they're back together. I mean, now they have a opportunity to be together as a tag team, and they're both former world champions. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And also the chemistry they have, I ain't gonna front. The chemistry they have is overwhelming. It's like overwhelming. You can feel it through the screen, and you can even see throughout the entrance. And that's always what I wanted with Jade and Bianca. I wanted them to have an entrance together. I wanted them to kind of mesh like tag teams instead of like close, instead of friends that are just, having matches together. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it does. And you can see that with those two. I love the gears they were having, but I also like the match because in that match, you see Naomi can hold a stand against Nia, but you also see that with Bianca. You also see the whole thing with Tiffany Stratton and Nia and Candice. There's a little bit of a rift between those three, and it's not just a Candice and Tiffany thing, but it's also a Nia and Tiffany thing. I think Nia wanted her to be around, but now she has Candice. She gotta weighing her options, and Tiffany is aware of that. And Tiffany, I think her clock is ticking. If I'm gonna be honest, her clock is ticking or Nia's clock is ticking. Either one, somebody's time is almost up. But that's all about SmackDown I have to say. Let me know how you guys feel. Let me know what your favorite moment of the night was. How y'all feel about Naomi being a tag team champion. And her being a tag team champion was pretty sweet because it also had a real life kind of effect to it because she was able to make it so somebody else didn't have to let go of those titles they worked hard for like she did. It was a nice touch. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.